Hello, we are on trail time. Today is January 3rd, 2024. We are in Northwestern Montana. I am parked at the entrance to Forest Service Road 590B. This is at an elevation of about 3,600 feet. My plan for the day is to hike up Forest Service Road 497. This is also called Desert Mountain Road. I hope to get up to Forest Service Road 5313, travel along that to Emery Hill. The elevation at Emery Hill is about 5,400 feet. The temperature is in the mid-20s, and it is forecasted to get to the mid-30s. So let's get going. So I would like to share some information with you about Desert Mountain Road that we are moving along here. The Desert Mountain is located in northwestern Montana. I think I already said that. It is part of the Flathead National Forest. So the base of Desert Mountain has an elevation of around 3,500 feet. The highest point has an elevation of 6,436 feet above sea level. So most of the mountain has steep, really rough terrain. It is generally heavily wooded with a mixture of conifer trees and brush. The vegetation thins somewhat near the top along Emery Ridge. So this mountain was identified in the early 1900s as a really good location for a fire lookout. In 1915, a group of men led by Forest Ranger Jack Cruz built a trail leading all the way to the top. By 1919, they had built a 2-story log cabin atop Belton Point, which is located at the northwest end of Emery Ridge. Communications were via a telephone line strung all the way up the mountain. By 1930, a proper lookout tower had been built about 1/2 mile south of the summit of Desert Mountain. In 1933, a group of 200 men working for the Civilian Conservation Corps transformed the original trail into a road. They were Company 956, Camp F-13, under the supervision of Ranger Tom Wiles of the Quorum District. So this road was used to service the lookout for many, many decades. However, with improvement in fire surveillance methods, the lookout eventually became obsolete. The lookout was dismantled entirely in 1977. However, Desert Mountain continued to be a valuable location for communications equipment and weather monitoring. Also, various logging operations and silviculture research efforts required the construction of some additional roads. These roads have been very useful for recreational activities as well. During the winter months, these roads provide access for snowmobiles to the area, and the snowmobiles keep the snowpack nicely, providing a good surface for winter hiking, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing. I have been using this main Desert Mountain Road number 497 for many years for winter and spring training hikes and snowshoeing. The road is steep enough and interesting enough to provide a satisfying workout, and the side roads add variety, although many of the side roads are now entirely overgrown. I know because I have explored them and I end up crawling on my hands and knees through the heavy brush. On the main road, there is very little traffic in the wintertime, especially during the week. The main road provides relatively easy access for rescue personnel if needed. That's another reason why I like to use it, because I usually go out by myself. The higher elevations provide some exhilarating views of the surrounding area. The lower elevations, not so much. It's pretty much obstructed by trees. Although the trees are beautiful. It's a very healthy forest. And the whole area provides a home for many critters. As you can tell, I love this area, and I am delighted to share it with you.
You can probably see the recent tire tracks on this road. Most of these tire tracks are from a local backcountry touring company. They use large, all-terrain vehicles for guided and unguided tours. My car could probably do fine on this road at this elevation. However, at some higher elevation, the road does get too snowy for my car. The slippery, narrow road would be difficult to turn around on, and backing down would be sketchy. Besides, I enjoy the journey on foot. We are passing Forest Service Road 590E on our right. On our map, we are right here. On a clear day, we would be able to see more of the valley below from here.
We are passing Forest Service Road 11078 on our left. Wow, we are right in the clouds now. It's a big mountain, isn't it? We are passing Forest Service Road 590C on our left. The air is noticeably colder now, probably about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That is Forest Service Road 1620 on our right.
So, so under those clouds, the middle fork of the Flathead River flows through those, or between those two mountains. On the left is Columbia Mountain. On the right is Tea Kettle Mountain. All right, let's keep going.
ahead in mind that the next side road is 5313 leading to Emery Hill.
Off to the right of the road are the mountain ranges that make up the Great Bear Wilderness.
The Quorum Experimental Forest is on the west side of Desert Mountain. The area is approximately 7,500 acres. This parcel of land was set aside in 1933 with the primary purpose of studying western larch ecology and management. Western larch is a unique species of conifer tree. You know, most conifer trees retain their needles, like leaves, through all seasons of the year. Western larch needles turn a golden brown in the fall season. It's really beautiful. Then the golden brown needles fall off the tree, just like deciduous trees lose their leaves. All of the needles regrow in the spring with soft, light green growth, darkening and maturing through the summer. The wood of this tree is very straight and on the hard end of the softwood spectrum. The side road here is Road 497A, not road number 5313 leading to Emery Hill like I had pictured in my mind. At this point, I still had not checked my map app and was focused on eating lunch without getting chilled.
I'm going to stop for lunch here and reassess.
My priority shifted to getting down the mountain before dark. There are some interesting prints in the snow here. The animal came up this steep bank, up into here, I'm guessing a mountain lion or perhaps a bobcat. So here is where the bobcat, or whatever it is, sat down. You can see the outline of their body and where their paws were kind of sticking out. They're much like how a cat sits. And then it started walking again. The reason why I think it might be a bobcat is because of this outline right around here. Because the bobcats have the extra fur around their feet to help them walk on the snow. So I think that is what we're looking at, those bobcat prints. So it came along here. That is one big kitty cat. Yeah, well, I just came down Forest Service Road 497, which is also called Desert Mountain Road. Yeah, that was a nice hike. It was 13.4 miles overall. No wonder why I was getting a little tired. Thanks for joining me.